Moving on, UT, the University of Tennessee, I don't know, I guess they're over here just got fat stacks, pays a quarterback $8 million. Steven, we're in the wrong business, my guy.
What are we doing with our lives? My gosh.
Bro, so you mean to tell me, first of all, there's this book by Malcolm Gladwell. Not to get all like weird on you guys, but it's a great book. It's called Outlier, okay? And this book describes perfectly what's going on right now, okay? It talks about being born at the perfect time. Like for Steve Jobs and Bill Gates. If they're born 10 years before the time they were born, we don't have Apple and we don't have Microsoft. 10 years before, 10 years after, right? They were born at the perfect time where computers are starting to make segue. They were at the right age, right? All that stuff. It breaks it down to having your kids born in a certain month. So when it circles around there, when you hear like, oh, they're a man amongst boys. Well, no, they were born late. So now they're 13-year-olds playing with 12 and 11-year-olds, right? These kids right now were born at the perfect time. That's my point here. Because if you would have told me that, hey, Sheldon, you need to lock it the fuck in from 0 to 16 or 0 to 18 to get $8 million, I promise you, girls, all that, it would have never even been a product of being. It wouldn't even been thought of. My little bros right now, the one IMG, I got another one. They are dialed in like this. Like it's night, morning till night, bro. Morning till night. It is
on the horizon now.
It is football. They eat, drink, sleep football, and that's what it has to be. But look, you get $8 million after commitment. And again, I mean, $8 million, you're set at 18. I mean, maybe not by inflation, but I mean. I remember growing up when I heard $8 million, I'm like, yo, you get if I had $1 million in the bank, I'd be chilling. But I mean, you can set up $8
million in 2 years ago from now, or 2 years in the forward. We're talking about $14 gas. Like, yeah, I'm broke at 22.
This is a good point. Muddy says this is going to make this kid hated, and I think it's like with all this flashing around, man. Like, how are you going to manage this kid? Bro, he's sitting on $8 million. Like, how does that get paid out? I don't know. I don't know the logistics. I don't know how that's going to work. But the kid pulls up in a Lambo. Like, how are you going to be relatable to these kids?
How do you run the locker room? Even if you're the quarterback, how are you going to walk into the locker room with
and have a heart-to-heart with somebody
and be like, "Here's how we need to do things." As I get back in my Lamborghini and I live off campus in like a 4-bedroom condo, overlooking the lake, while these kids are literally living in like a cinder block room with 2 beds on both sides of the room. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you have completely shattered the whole concept of we're all in this together. Because, dude, let me promise you, at $8 million, you are not in this with us. You're not having to run back to the athletic facility at 11 o'clock at night because you're hungry and you got no money.
Right?
I mean, unless this guy's going to be like a patron of the people and he's just going to be like, everybody come one, come all. I have all this money. Y'all come here, hang out here, which could be the thing.
Sure.
And if you get the right personality that can do that, that could be a huge, huge boost for morale. But if you get somebody who's just the slightest bit selfish and they think that, well, I earned this money,
I'm the man.
Oh, gosh. It could either be the difference between building the most cohesive locker room that you've ever had versus just a massive wedge between the haves and the have-nots. And I don't even know why they didn't think this through. I just think the NCAA is just probably one of the worst governing bodies of any sport I've ever seen in my natural life. And I'm old as shit, Shelton. I just want to point that out. Old as shit.
You can't look if you shit on yourself, I can't shit on you. Don't take my jokes away. Brian Carter brings up a good point. If he gets $8 million, what's old Archie gonna get? This is what scares me, and this is what he's talking. This is what he's saying right now. This is the base. We only go up from here. This is crazy, bro. Like we're paying these kids. Like, and here's the other concept to grasp is if this kid's getting $8 million, somebody's funding that. Just put your head around how much money is really out there and how much money people really have to be
It's
able to
always
give
been that way
this
too.
kid.
It's always been that way.
I know, but it's
They
just
just had to give it to the boosters. Now they can just give it to the kid.
well, now
Like,
you see it more, right? Now it's not as governed. It's not as politically, like, I remember when I went to Vegas for the very first time and I would see people gamble. Like, to me, if I put $10 on a hand, I'm sweating fucking bullets, bro. Like, I'm like literally, like, I feel like the whole mortgage is on the line. My butthole is pinched. I'm stressing. Like, I remember I was winning and people would walk over and be like, yo, what's this guy betting? Like, yo, it's $5 hands. Like, it don't matter, right? Like, I'm betting 5 on. Yeah, it's just.
Or if you lose a couple in a row, you're like,
yeah,
it's
like
it's all over.
You're looking at Babe like, hey, we might have to wash the dishes later. Like, hey, we might have to wash dishes to get out of here, right?
Yeah.
So, but when I walked to Vegas, bro, the guys are betting $10,000 on a roulette spin. Like, what?
Thank you for that, Sheffield. I appreciate that.
What did he say?
He appreciates my hair, and no matter what, I'm rich.
That's true. That's true.
Sheffield's spotty.
Yeah, they got to put a cap. They got to put a cap. That's a great point, Brian. It's just shoe deals. God, you're right, money, dude. It's endless. It's absolutely endless. It's
car deals. Like, I mean, could you imagine slapping a kid? Like, one of these kids in like a small town, like I don't know, even like a Tuscaloosa, right? I mean, there's not a lot going on in Tuscaloosa. It's not a huge town. You slap one of these kids on a billboard for pick a dealership name. And like, now he's the face and name of a car dealership. How do you not get a car? You just get a free car. Now you're paying for the car. You have $8 million and you're not paying for the car. I could just, it's just such a bad idea. It's just such a bad idea.
I heard. So he mentioned the lotto. I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know what he's talking about, but it's a good point. I wonder if the odds of getting a NIT deal are greater than winning the lottery. It feels like at this point, the way the money's been flying, I feel like I see more kids signing NIT deals than I do got people winning the lottery. You know what I mean? Like winning a scratch-off ticket.
Sean, that's a great question. It does look like a dick now that you mention it.
God, dude, people say that. Like I remember when I wore it. You're not the first. What the hell's on that on your hoodie? It's the World Series trophy, Sean. Come on, dude. That is crazy to me. How like I walked into work the first day. Ben Bray goes, "Is that a penis on your shirt?" I go, "What?" Like that was the last thing on my mind when I put this bad boy on. Like that's my favorite hoodie. Like I love this freaking hoodie. I remember when I bought it. I have a sweatshirt with the same thing on there. When I see it in the camera, I realize like, it's a raging penis.
Dude, if you throw the hood on, you're an uncircumcised dick. It's amazing.
Yeah, look, we have the gold. We used to be BDE guys. It's the big dick energy. It's what it is. All right, suck it. Thanks, Sean. Thanks for just rolling me over there. You bus. We got a new bus driver in town. Got a new bus driver in town.
Yeah, Daniel Rivera is pissed. That,
Daniel Rivera is last week's news. I haven't heard from him much tonight. They were getting at it in the comments, and I think they were getting on a little heavy. He had to bow out. But yeah, I think what if the kid's a bus? That's a great point, Muddy. These are also points. It's absolute mayhem.
Jeff Driscoll got $8 million. What do you do to a kid that gets $8 million and turns into like a Jeff Driscoll? Like, do you want
or Emory back? Jones?
Or Emory, like what? Yeah,
Jeff Driscoll. Jeff Driscoll went to the NFL and has been. I mean, he's made a great backup.
Let's not get down into the details here.
Thank you, Brian.
The greatest college quarterback. So at the end of the day, if you throw this kid all this money to be a great college quarterback and he underperforms, like, do you ask for the money back or do you? I mean. Where is the line?
Where's the guarantee? That's interesting. Where's the guarantee? Brian said maybe this is a Viagra commercial. Listen, chew it and do it. If you guys want to give us a call, we will be more than happy to slap your sponsorship on here. Chew it and do it. Blue Chew. Blue Chew. I love it. All right, guys. Thank you for an absolute great show tonight. You guys were all hands on deck. A week has done us good. Huh? Do you have the penis trophy? Do you have it?
No, I gave it to Austin.
Did you give it to him?
Austin. Yeah, I put it on his desk.
Oh.
He hid from it. Yeah, I used to have the little penis trophy for
good
Austin
times.
Winning the wieners and wags.
Good times.
Good stuff.
All right, guys.
We appreciate everybody being here. You guys are great. We look forward to Wednesday. We talk about it off cast. We can't wait to be here every Wednesday with you guys. You guys crack us the hell up. And by all means, keep coming back. Like, subscribe.
Please.
Come back here on Wednesdays. Beat the hell out of us. Tell us that he's wearing a wiener trophy as a hoodie. That's what we're here for.
That's what. Hey, we love it. He goes, St. Peter's to the Final Four is Muddy's last words, his signing off words. Guys, be back here next week. We go live every Wednesday at 8:35. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers. Be a part of it. Support the clan. Support the penis hoodies coming to you to a store near you. Be back next week, guys. We appreciate it. Boogity boogity. Go Guiders.